What did the Beatles say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? A full outside hand wants a 9. I want those 1s and 2s and not the 5s. 4, 10 pi. And I see Sanshoku, so it's good to be alive. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. You know, those Beatles had some good ideas. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. It's been 10 games since we've got first place. I'm parched. I'm in the desert looking for a drip of dopamine. Looking for a single Baimon to carry us into the end zone. My mind almost wanted me to go into the gold room. Instead of playing these heathens, these vultures, these merciless warlords in the Jade Room. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I got up very late today. I got up very late today. I'm a little groggy, and I rushed over so that I could record Mahjong before everything else that I needed to do today. And so, I mean, this is what am I trying to make excuses? Psh, folks, this is your pilot speaking. Just wanted to let you know I'm a little tired today. So if we land this plane, I expect everyone to give me a standing ovation. It's not what I'm necessarily asking. Again, day 2 of trying the new audio settings. I don't know if it's good. I tweak them in post every single time, and it's honestly, I think it's gonna be a difficult process. I think it's gonna be a learning curve. This is embarrassing to admit to you, but I think I am an audiophile, and that's just not a nice thing that you want to say about yourself, right? Because if you call yourself that, immediately what comes to mind? Oh, it's like a million people on Reddit being like, oh, you listen to this type of headphones? Oh, that's like eating off of a plate made out of dirt. It's a lot of obnoxious, like, oh, I know more than you posturing, I think, on the internet. But here's why I think I'm an audiophile. I have a very, very sensitive ear. I've played piano my whole life. I used to work in podcasting. I like it when things sound good. And this is like, I didn't go to audio school, so I don't know what sounds good. Like, I don't know what makes something sound good, right? But once it, I don't know, once the right fidelity gets in there or something, I don't know the correct terms, but it feels so good. It feels better than unbuttoning your shirt after a long day of work, said Yusong, who does not wear collared shirts to work. Anyway, so if I'm not careful, I can legitimately drive myself up a wall. Okay, that's not good, but I'm gonna get rid of the Dora now. If we finish this hand, it's not gonna be with the Dora. I could legitimately spend 48 hours just tweaking little audio sliders over and over, and I would not be happy, but I would not be miserable either. Does that kind of make sense? Hang on, what are we doing here? I mean, the 3-3-5 shape is an okay shape to keep, but I'm telling you right now, this does not look like a good situation. We are 9 discards in. A Crosslord is also discarding the Dora, but they probably, unlike us, actually have a good hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes, but they're really weak. We can't even go for all simples or anything. Maybe this is one of the rounds that we start folding, and I know it doesn't feel good to, you know, wake up and immediately fold, but sometimes you think a tiger goes into the forest and is like, I'm gonna sit in the open and hope that a yummy animal falls right onto me. You know how tigers talk. No, the tiger lies in the bushes and waits for their opportunity to strike. Now, is most of my knowledge of tigers in this sense conflated / confused with my knowledge of the one leopard character in Kingdom Hearts? You know, that from the Tarzan world, like how you have to fight that leopard and the leopard jumps out of the bushes? Yes. Does that make my biological analysis any less valid? Yes, absolutely, 100%, no doubt about it. Absolutely. English major, by the way. Is it kind of funny that a lot of my knowledge about nature is from a Disney game where you wield a giant key and you swing it around? Absolutely. Okay, so they hit a dealer Riichi for 3 Han. There's nothing we can do about that. We're stuck in the East 1 round. Yusong, I hear it in your voice. I hear it in your voice. Your morale, your morale is starting to waver. But can you effing blame me, Senator? Like, can you, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 shapes in this hand. Oh my God. I mean, we could have gone for a half outside hand, right? Just assume that we would have gotten a 7, 8, 9 instead, but I don't think that that's the right play. I don't think that that's the right play. Also, this 1 of characters is very redundant with the 4 of characters. So we'll want to seek to get rid of the 1 soon. Arguably, it was a better discard than this West Wind. Like, we would have been relatively happy to get another copy of the West Wind, right? With another honor tile, then we could start schmoving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, those are our 5 shapes. Hopefully, you know, the 4 of characters become something. Hopefully, we draw into a 5 of bamboo, right? A 5 of bamboo would be the Dora. Would certainly hit the spot at a time like this. I also want to say this. I am running out of songs to parody. Like, I don't think there are enough songs in the world. Does that kind of make sense? Like, I am genuinely running out of songs to parody in a Riichi Mahjong style. Now, you're asking yourself, Yusong, how is that even remotely possible? What are you smoking, and can I have some? First of all, it's called musicality, and you can have some by going to your local music store. That'll get the kids commenting. Okay, across our sumos, at least we're not the dealer. And at least we didn't deal in, right? They have 3, okay, Dora, red 5, red dragon. This is a fake Mangon. It's basically a Mangon, right? I'm running out of songs. I've done like 50 song parodies at this point. Probably more if you include the era, the Dark Ages, where I was not playing the piano as well, even though the piano is obviously behind me and it would have been awesome. I would challenge you to do this. Like, can you name, oh, you like music? Name every song. No, that's not what I'm about to do to you, but like, try to name 50 songs. After a while, it gets harder. Like, I'm just sitting over a morning tea being like, I have no songs left. I'm about to approach some deep cuts. Can I tell you what I'm considering? Maybe this is peeling the curtain back too far, and we should be getting rid of the 1 here. What am I doing? I'm considering doing Jason Mraz's Make It Mine, which is a B-side off of the album with I'm Yours in it. I'm considering doing more K-pop, that's for sure. And because I think it's more popular than people realize these days. You know, they're hitting not the global top 10s, but even just like the US domestic top 10s constantly. Now it's a little bit harder to do wordplay when it's in Korean. I'm not gonna mince words about it. I also will say this, I have a very Korean sounding name, Yusong, but if it was Korean, it would be like anglicized to like Y-O-O-S-U-N-G or S-O-N-G. S-O-N-G is still very Korean sounding, but I promise you, unless my parents are keeping a very dark secret from me, I was born in China. But I apparently, I've been told I have a very Korean sounding name and I look kind of Korean. Oh, I guess you could mistake me for a member of BTS if you weren't looking too hard. I guarantee you look in the comment section right now or in any video, 15, at least 15 comments all saying, Yusong, I thought I was so confused. I thought I was clicking on one of your videos, but I was confused that I clicked onto one of BTS's. I mean, it's like just another day for me, but you know, whatever. I can't really do anything about that, right? Oh my flipping, oh my God. All right, so unfortunately we are the dealer. If Left Lord sumos, we're gonna have to pay the dealer penalty. That's gonna hurt. If Right Lord wins this, I'll be very, very happy. That's one way to get out of paying the dealer penalty. But I also will say this, like, can we please get into a situation where the real Slim Shady does stand up? Wow, they push for it with a very risky tile in that 7. I don't know what this is. They push for a very, oh my God. The Dora is the red dragon and Zendaya is Michi. Oh my God. Well, I was gonna fold either way, but it's bad that we didn't notice that. Okay. This hand has taken lift off on me. I've called a pawn too many times before. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you know that I'm running out of music. I'm running out of music. You would think that there's like Avengers Infinity music out there. There's not. There's like a dozen and a half songs. That's it. And besides, like I wanna pick songs that are gonna be, oh my god, recognizable to the masses. A B-side off of a Jason Mraz album. Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's such bad shapes right now. Oh, it's such bad shapes. But maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those can be our 5 shapes. We're hoping to draw something like, oh, you know, the 8 of circles. The 8 of circles is the Dora. Can probably get rid of this. We can also pawn into a green dragon or a red dragon. Oh my god. Oh. All right. Okay. Let's take a second to give ourselves a little pep talk because I can hear it. It's been 10 games since I've got first place. I'm starting to lose the light that was within me, okay? I'm starting to think that Kingdom Hearts is darkness. Oh my, Nagashi Mangan time, which is Mangan at draw, where you only discard honors and terminals for the entire game. I mean, we could legitimately make a run for it, right? Listen up, Yusong. Mahjong is not a fair game. It is a game of luck. In those last 2 hands, I don't think there was anything that we could have done to get into Tenpai. Maybe there was some like dark arts about going into, you know, opening our hand and doing like a half outside hand, but the likelihood that would have worked is very, very low. The likelihood that would have worked is very, very low. So all we can do is be patient. We can shoot the S, you know, when we're not pogging up, when we don't have the best hands available. And you know what? I have a feeling in this game that we might get rewarded with three Dora. Like three Dora, or like, you know, the red dragon triplet that Right Lord had. I think there's a world where we can get that too. Just the 2 of us. We can Riichi if we try. How am I doing otherwise? I'm good. I'm gonna hang out with a friend today. Oh, dude, it's so hard to make friends. Especially like I'm not I think one of my weaknesses is that in a relationship, I am more likely to depend on that person for like all emotional support. Does that make sense? I think it's because like, I think it's because dudes in general, I mean, I'm going for the Nagashi Mangan, I guess. We're like a lot of discards in, but if, no, like dude, the sad truth with this hand is that we might have to play this normal mode. Like after all this time, I think we have to play this normal mode. Yeah, we actually have to play this normal mode, huh? Because we're like actually getting towards a Riichi Pinfu or something along those lines. All right. I mean, it's at least we're getting a chance at bat, right? Like I think with dudes in general, you're you know, disincentivized or judged if you talk about your emotions too much. Do I think that that's correct, or do I want that to be the reality that I live in? Absolutely not. So I try to talk about I genuinely try to talk about my emotions as much as possible. Some call it insufferable, others call it being a Twitch streamer. But like I think if you're not careful, you can rely too much on your significant other, putting an undue amount of stress on them to be like your entire emotional support system. I think that I'm likely to fall into that trap and possibly have, you know, in the past. Like probably definitely have, right? Hang on. What can I discard that's safe? I can either discard a 4 or a 7. I'd rather discard a 7. I don't know. The 4 is kind of like a juicy target, and I'm staying in Damaten here because it's late into the game. Yeah. If I call a Riichi, not only do I increase the chances of myself dealing in, I decrease the chances of other people dealing into me. Now, this is the babiest hand of all time, but it just goes to show you that despite how unlikely victory is at the start of a round, you could still get the dub. Oh, we're 1 tile away from, no, we're 2. What is this hand? What am I looking at? What am I seeing here? Holy moly, the greatest opening hand of all time, not clickbait. You won't believe what happens. But it's hard to, I also think that, you know, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, of course not. But I think that in a relationship, you know, that's why you hear it all the time. Oh, this person, like one of my friends got into a relationship. We haven't heard from them in like 7 months. It's hard. It's hard not to not to invest all of your coins into one person. Is that? Hey kids, it's kind of like an NFT, but with emotions. No, so anyway, I just wanted to say it's hard to make friends and to keep up friendships. What am I honestly can't tell what this is. This is like 2 triplets maybe. I think I'm supposed to discard the 6 here. Am I? This is a 4, 5, 6 and a 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 and a 5, 6. Okay, so this doesn't look that bad, right? We get into tenpai if we draw another. If we draw a 4 or a 7, we get into tenpai, or if we draw a 6 or a 9 in the character suit, we get into tenpai. I think we're slamming the. I mean, this is also okay. Okay, I'm gonna do something cursed and turn off the auto arrange button. Let me just see what my hand actually looks like. So this is what my hand actually looks like, right? 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and a 5, 6 here. All right, I mean, that's fine. I know this is extremely cursed. I know this is extremely cursed not to have auto arrange turned on. But this is hilariously Riichi Pinfu, right? This is a perfect one away, and we have a high chance of getting Riichi Pinfu. That's honestly incredible. My kingdom for a good tile, dude. If we draw, I mean, the nut draw, if you're gonna press me, if you're gonna Frost Nixon me for the nut draw, another 4 bamboo, baby. It's the Dora. It gets us into Riichi Pinfu. Please! My Gamora. Oh, Right Lord is moving so fast. They're Frenching on the first date. Oh my god. I have to fight for this. Like, my hand is too good, right? No, my hand is actually not that good. It's Pinfu, Red 5, Dora. That's only 3 Han. But now I'm in Tenpai, and I don't even have to call Riichi. Oh, I transposed it down. Okay, you can tell. Ah, my keyboard is falling. My cord is stuck. I'm in disarray right now. All right, so that was awful. That was flipping awful. A crossover called Riichi on a triple-sided weight, and we just got absolutely shellacked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo. Okay. We have to use the Dora as part of this hand. So we're in last place right now. This feels genuinely awful. We chased that hand. We built this city. We chased that hand when we definitely shouldn't have, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's. Let me think about that last hand. We had Pinfu, Red 5 Dora. That's 3 Han. That's only 3 Han. It looked amazing, but looks can be deceiving, okay? Even though I look like I could be a member of BTS, I'm surprisingly not, which I know. That's weird, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, those are our 5 shapes. We keeping this as a safe tile, keeping this as a safe tile. Yeah, it was only 3 Han. We shouldn't have chased into it. We dealt into a dealer Riichi. It was a dealer Riichi, Yusong. Oh my god, you beautiful, naive fool. Oh my god. Okay, how can we get out of this bucket of syrup? We have to start manifesting, which we started doing. We need to draw into another 8 of circles. We need like a huge hand to come back from this. Right Lord calls a Riichi. They're not the dealer. It's an early Riichi, which means that it could be bad. We're close to Tenpai. The 2 of circles is safe. That's honestly not bad news bears for us. Like we could get into a world where we pawn the white dragon, throw this, pawn the 1 of circles, throw this, and get onto a single tile, wait for the Dora. Like honestly, that feels pretty good to me. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Taylor Swift. Okay. I mean, this is fine so far. They have the good Riichi music, which is always a treat to listen to, even if you're stuck in the Shadow Realm. Oh my god, I might get to call it closed Riichi. Oh my god. I might get to chase their Riichi. Riichi, White Dragon, Red 5 Dora. That's 4 Han. It's definitely a Mongon. I think it's enough mini points to be a Mongon. This is Suji gaming to this. Why am I so scared, dude? I don't know, but I am. I am scared of this. I know I could call the world's most devastating Riichi here, but like I need to do something here. I feel like getting into Tenpai is not a bad strategy right now. I'm literally begging you. He's effing back. He is effing back. You thought I was what, dead? Shoot at the king, you best not miss. You should have killed me when you had the chance, MFer. Okay. Okay, we can schmoove with this hand. We can schmoove with this hand. So what are our shapes here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one Dora in the White Dragon, and we have a South Wind here, which feels pretty good. It's our Seat Wind and our Prevalent Wind. I honestly want to discard this 1 and 2 of characters in favor of keeping these honor tiles. Like, the honor tiles are so useful for us. If we get another Southwind, it's literally 2 Han for us. Goku-san is gone. If we get the White Dragon, then bazinga, baby. We are in it to win it. You know what I mean? Another White Dragon would absolutely hit the spot. If we draw into a 3 of characters, there's nothing we can do about that, right? That's like technically good news, right? We might get on a single tile, wait for the door or something zuzzy like that. Oh, man. I don't want to. I don't want to keep this 1 and 2, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm going to discard the 1 first just in case we draw a 4 of characters, right? Because if we discard the 2 first, which is usually the best play. Okay, all the 3s are gone. Let's go. Most of the 3s are gone. But anyway, in that case, if we had drawn a 4, we would have still kept open the 2, 3, 4. Wait. All right, this isn't bad. It's not good either. Again, another pair would be amazing in our hand right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the Southwind might be a little too greedy to keep right now. I don't know. I honestly don't know about that. This also, the 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 shape is a little zuzzy for me. Like, I'm not sure what the good possibilities are from this complex shape, but there are good possibilities for sure. I mean, you're looking at this and so am I. I'm thinking 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence. It's definitely a possibility. Second of all is just going for the, oh my god, we drew the last 3 of characters. Okay, we don't need to, it's so unlikely. So unlikely. We can also go for all symbols. It would necessitate discarding the door, but who knows? Maybe someone else gets into Tenpai and discards it first. I could con this. I could chi this. I'm not going to do either of those things because I don't want to open up my hand because it's too scary right now. He's scared. Folks, this is your captain speaking. I just wanted to let you know. Hope everyone's enjoying the in-flight beverages. I'm scared right now. I'm scared of maybe not living up to my potential. Anyway, sit back and relax. You have a lot of movies to choose from. Okay. Green Dragon, unfortunately for us, it's a live tile this late into the game. Someone could very well Ron us off of this. At least it's a pawn and not a Ron. Unfortunately, these 9s could come from 6, 7 shapes, in which case the 9 would be redundant. Left Lord's pawning up a storm. I have to discard the 3 here. I don't have to discard the 3 here, but this is a terrible situation. I legitimately do not think. I don't even, I can finish the sentence there. Oh, baby, I could kiss you on the mouth. Okay, we are in Tenpai. For Riichi, Pinfu, pure double sequence, all simples. I think I would call Riichi here. Because left Lord's hand is really restricted, and so is right Lord's hand. What's safer here? Honestly, I think the Eastwind is more dangerous than the 1 of circles. Both left Lord and right Lord look like they're repping at least fast hands, and so this is a safe tile for both of those players, right? Both of those cats. Westwind is even more safer because, like with the 1, a crosslord could still be waiting to chi on a 2-3 or something, or Ron off of a 2-3. The Westwind, that's impossible. Someone would have to be on the zuzziest single tile weight of all time. Okay, this is a dead tile. That was a dead tile. Now, what are we looking at here? If someone discards a 5 of circles or a 2 of circles, oh, the 2 of circles are almost all gone. Okay, if someone discards anything for us to get into Tenpai, we absolutely take it. We want to get into Tenpai before the exhaustive draw. However, if things get a little too spicy at the end, like how are we feeling about this? Hang on, I need to count for a second. 1, 2. Only 2 8s are gone. That's not even enough to justify me saying the joke, all my apes gone. I'm gonna chi this to try to get into Tenpai. I'm willing to discard this even though they could have a 7 8 in their hand because it's a terminal tile. It's not that likely. There's another one, Pog. It's a safe tile. Someone could still deal into us if they're not being careful. 1 of characters, luckily looking like a very safe tile with my pants on the ground. All right, here we go. Let's see what everyone was cooking. Wow, Right Lord didn't even get into Tenpai at the end. So they were waiting on a 3-6 Mafia. They were waiting on a 5 and an 8 of Bamboo. I had 2 of them bricked up in my hand. I should have been paying more attention. Because like after they cheated a 7, they discarded a 4, and that honestly gives us a big clue about what they're waiting for. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 shapes in our hand. Holy moly, and they're good shapes too. So we can think about it like this. It's a 1, 3, 5 and a 6, 8, 8 shape. And then the rest of our hand is looking pretty poggers. I will say this. I was gonna say this, but I'm no longer saying this. We have to discard something in our hand, right? I mean, the Doi, those are the rules of Riichi Mahjong. Why did you almost discard that, Yusong? I think I'm supposed to do... Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to discard the 2, 3. Honestly, I don't know which of those shapes we were supposed to discard there. I'm gonna be honest, keeping the 2, 3 might have been the best option there. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Folks, this is your captain speaking. I got a little mind flooded there. I literally forgot everything that I learned in flight school, and I got a little mind flooded there. Okay, I mean, if we end up on a 2-4 wait for a winning tile, we're gonna end up in Furton one way or another. I'm gonna pawn them. I'm gonna get him. Okay, what would be the nut draw right now? 4 or a 7 of characters, 3 of circles would also be the nut draw right now. Anything to get us closer to Tenpai. Oh my god. Okay, I get it, God. If you're listening, I get it. I'm sorry. I made the wrong call. The 2, 3 was actually a really good shape because I'm keeping my hand closed because I'm not going for all simples, even though for a second I was really confused and I thought that I was. Because I was like, if you'll imagine that this was a 2, 3, 4 instead of a 1, 2, 3, I was like, okay, we can go for all simples. And for all simples, we want to pawn, right? Because we can only chi off of left lord, but we can pawn from everyone and we can go super duper fast if we just start pawning up a storm. Okay. A crossword willing to pawn a 1 of circles. That's very weird. They could be going for a full flush in the circle suit, so we have to be a little careful about that. Right lord looks like they have a fairly normal hand. Left lord... It looks like they had a flush in the character suit, but it looks like their dreams have been squashed. White dragon and red 5. Okay. I mean, we are probably not gonna get first, but if there was a time to succeed, now would be it. Now is the time to choose. Live and die free of hope, or live and fight through your sorrow. That's an Oron quote from Final Fantasy X, one of my favorite games of all time. 2, 4, 6, and a 7, 7, 9. So that's 1 shape, 2 shape, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. I think I'm supposed to discard the 1 and keep my options open for a for another honor tile. Now I'm looking at this hand. There's a chance that we go all simples, right? All we have to do is discard the 9 in these honors. It's not impossible. Eastwind looking unlikely as one of them has already been discarded. Okay. Everyone looks like with their initial discards that we're playing this hand pretty normally, right? So no flushes or anything in sight. No one's discarding like a 5 of circles right off the bat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I mean, we have 5 shapes. They're not great, but they're okay. They're okay. I could even start pawning like a 2 or a 7. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? Chiing a 5 of... You know, if left lord discards a red 5 of characters, then we can chi that tile and it would feel pretty good. That would probably be the only way that I open up this hand. Yeah. Any chance that we go for 7 pairs? Oh my god, dude. 1, 2, 3. Probably not. If we draw another Dora, if we draw another 7 of circles, we have to unfortunately seriously consider going 7 pairs. But at that point, like, can we just go sicko mode? And by that I mean all simples mode. Okay. Right Lord is starting to discard some good stuff. That 7 and the 5 means that they have some kind of direction with their hand. That pawn could just mean that they're in Tenpai or very, very close to it. We're lucky that a Crosslord has discarded Green Dragon before this moment, because now it could, if they hadn't, I'd be scared that this could deal in. Oh my god. Okay, so this is not looking amazing right now. They hesitated a little after discarding this 4. I could pawn here and try to race and go for all simples. Oh, this feels a little bit bad, but here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Wow. Okay, they're also willing to cut the door. That's honestly terrifying. I want to keep my dealer seat. It's a way for us to consecutively win big hand after big hand. Call me Sergei Rachmaninoff. Holy moly, we drew into a good tile. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, and if we pawn into a 2 or a 6, we're on a double-sided weight, and we have a safe tile to deal in, or excuse me, to discard. Not to deal in. That was not a Freudian slip. Okay, that tile is honestly very, very scary for me. Like discarding the 2 of characters. How many 4s are visible? Not that many. They're hesitating about something, which means that this tile could give us some clues. They discard a 5. Okay, I mean, this is now Suji Gaming. That doesn't feel that bad. Okay, they've discarded an 8 before. I'm like, I should be getting rid of my more dangerous tile earlier on. At the same time, I don't know that this is 100% safe. So if someone else is going to deal into it, let's let them deal into it and not have us deal into it. We'll have to make some riskier decisions if we get into Tenpai, right? If we get into Tenpai and we have to decide to S or get off the pot, then we're going to have to make some tough decisions. Oh my god, this is a tough decision. I mean, it's Suji to that 5. The hidden Dama-10 Pinfu hand. Okay, so we're in 3rd place right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a miracle we're not in last place. It's honestly a God-given miracle that we're not in last place right now. Am I super duper happy about that? No, but am I a little bit happy? Absolutely. So what does it take? A direct hit Hanemon from the dealer gets us back into it. This hand is not that bad. There's like a lot of possibilities with this hand. Door is the 4 of bamboo. We can still do this and accept the 4 of bamboo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand, but this 8, 9 is particularly weak. Okay, yeah, this is great. 3, 4, 5, and a 5, 6, and a wolf wolf here and a wolf wolf there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like begging for maybe like a 3 of characters or something so we can go for all simples as well. Like we need huge hands if we want to, or we need like relatively big hands if we want to fight for 1st place or even take a shot at 2nd place, right? I mean like a 3-Han hand would get us there, but I want something, I don't know. I kind of want to go for the win here instead of settling for 3rd. I really miss getting 1st place. That's the problem. I genuinely miss being in 1st place. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, if it's just me, like being quirky and weird. I don't want to pawn that. That's a very scary tile that the dealer is discarding because it means that they either have like a 3, 4, 5 or their hand is so good that they're trying to just get rid of a dangerous tile early. I don't know. Spooky business, that's for sure. The nut jar right now, I guess a 7 of bamboo. It ruins our all simples dream, but it gets us closer to like a Riichi Pinfu. That's like saying, you know, less chances of us winning the lottery, but maybe we'll find $1 on the street. You know, it's not that optimistic now that I'm reconsidering my words and my deeds. Okay. We can't get Pinfu if we have a triplet in our hand, so that's interesting. We could have discarded a 5. I'm not gonna lie to you, we could have discarded a 5 and it would have been fine. Oh my god. It's not like we would have had Pinfu either. We wouldn't have even been into Tenpai. If we had a 7, 8, 9 here, we discarded that. We wouldn't have, oh, would we have been in Tenpai? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we're 2 tiles away from Tenpai, even now. Left Lord calls the Riichi. We have to, I think we have to play safe here. I think we have to play safe here. I'm not sure, but we are in 3rd place and I don't want to risk dealing into last place. They have to go sicko mode on a Riichi. Yeah, that 1 of bamboo we absolutely cannot afford to discard. They have not discarded a single bamboo tile. Only bamboo tile we know to be safe is the 9 of bamboo. And I'd much sooner get rid of that than anything else. You know what? I'm going a little greedy mode with it. We might still fold this hand, by the way. We might still fold this hand. But I'm like, there's maybe a world where we get into at least Tenpai, right? That world is not this world. Oh my god. Okay, so the 6 of characters is safe for Left Lord, but it's not safe for anyone else. What about the 4? How many 6s are gone? Only 2 of them? Okay, that's terrible news. What is our next safe tile? Oh, the 1 is safe. Let's go. I mean, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. What do we want to draw? We want to draw into a 2 of bamboo. Can we afford getting rid of this, though? I don't think so. We need someone else to take the plunge first. You know how all the penguins like sit at the edge of the cliff and then one of them pushes one of the others, and depending on whether or not their best friend gets eaten by a shark, that's how they know it's safe or not to go into the water. We're kind of looking to do that. Dude, penguins are kind of jerks now that I'm thinking about it. We have to fold here. I'm going to go inside Suji mode with that 1 and the 7 being discarded. I don't think we're going to get into Tenpai. So probably we're going to have to discard another 4 of circles, but I think it's right. So the tiles that we were wary of, right? We're wary of the 2 of bamboo here. It's close to the door as well. 2 of bamboo and the 4 of bamboo. I almost just discarded it because I was talking about it. Oh my god, Yusong. Okay, 2, 1, 0. I mean, they have the chance to get the under the sea, not like this. Okay, we did it. What were they waiting for? They were waiting for it was a closed Riichi. It's not a bad Riichi, especially because you're in last place. But yeah, there's no way I'm dealing into you. There's no way. But I think you're still pretty happy with that 3,000 points, right? Is Riichi prevalent wind and 1 Dora? That's not bad. Okay, we need like a giganto hand in order to get first place. Okay, that unfortunately has to stay in our hand. I don't even know if we can pawn the green dragon right now. Like we can pawn the green dragon if we think that it's if we get another 9 of characters, then I'm okay pawning the green dragon. Anything else, I'm like, nah, dude. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Half flush in the character suit. I know that sounds banana pants right now. I know that sounds like bonkers, but that's another way to get even more and more Han into our hand. I don't know. We need like 3 Han, but a lot of mini points and a direct hit off of Right Lord to win this, like to get into second. So it seems pretty unlikely. I'm not gonna turn up my nose at a chance to call Riichi with this MFer either. Absolutely unintelligible sentence from yours truly. You're welcome. Okay. If we call Riichi, I played to Xanarkin later. It sounded a little different because when I was singing Blackbird, the original key was way too high. Way too high. I don't have that melodic of a singing voice, right? Oh my god, don't even talk to me or my son ever again. Thank you for the bond gift. It's the only thing keeping me going. So I transposed it down using the electronic functions of that keyboard. That's why the Xanarkin sounded a little bit weird. Anyway, I suppose we should thank our lucky stars that we got third place in that hand. Oh my god. Let's see what happens here. So you called Riichi. You're 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this hand? You're waiting on a 5 of characters or a 4 of circles, right? Hang on. Let me take this back a few turns. Okay, you call Riichi. You win off of the 4 of circles or the 5 of characters. Friendo, this is a terrible Riichi. There's 1 5 of characters left, and it's a primo cut tile. There's 1 4 of circles left, and it's a primo tile. This is just a terrible Riichi. You've heard of bad grandpas, but this is a really bad Riichi. Like, just wait a few turns, and like you might draw into like you might want to keep that, for example, and I mean, I don't know. Like, if you drew into a 6 of characters or a 4 of characters, you would have been so happy to see that. You would have been so happy to see that. Even pivoting here to a 5 and an 8, at least you know that there's 2 more 8s instead of just 1 more 4. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I don't like that Riichi. I don't like that Riichi at all. Okay. Turn off the deal-in tile, please. This is a pretty nuts hand. They discard the Dora. No, they don't. They're trying to keep the dream alive, or a half outside or a full outside hand. What happens here? I'm pretty sure they deal into Left Lord, right?
Hello?
They deal into me. Oh my god. And I just had the zuzziest pinfu of all time. Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. This was a really long round. Okay, what happened here? I dealt in. I went, oh yeah, this is my big mistake. MLG's L of the game. I could have done so many things differently here. I could have thrown the 9s. I mean, I had all the 5s and the 6s. I could have thrown a 7. Although, what am I gonna do with the rest of my hand? I don't know, you tell me. This is not terrible, right? We were waiting on a we were waiting on a 5-6, so we were waiting for a 4 of bamboo or a 7 of bamboo. Both of those tiles still seem pretty available right now. Left floor bricked up with 2 of the door in their hand. Holy moly. They're going for all triplets. Jeez Louise. Okay, that's very, very scary. Holy moly. All right, we misplayed the heck out of this hand. Despite the fact that it looks amazing and we could go for 4 concealed triplets or whatever, like, it's just a 3-han hand. Living in a lonely world. That's the round. Okay, hang on. And then I run here because it's never over in a game of Riichi Mahjong. Holy moly. I mean, they called Riichi on what? A 3-6 Mafia wait, and they called a con afterwards. I love that. I love that for you, bestie. You chase the Riichi waiting on a 3 or a 6. I love that for you, bestie. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in Tenpai on a single tile wait for the Dora. But I think you got to play to your outs there. Like, we need huge hands, and that's one way we can get a huge hand, right? Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. What happened here? Okay, they chi into the 6 and discard a 5 to get into Tenpai. It's early enough in the game. Who do they deal into? No one's discarded a circles stuff. Okay? Except for them, but then they end up winning a small hand. That's fair enough. I don't see anything particularly wrong with that. I deal into this hand because I'm a freaking ding-dong. I was so scared of Right Lord. What were they waiting for? They 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were waiting on a 3 of circles, literally an awful closed wait. They weren't even in Tenpai. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I'm screaming. They were actually playing scared. What happened here? They discarded that 5 because they drew into a red 5. Sorry, I'm covering up I'm so sorry. They drew into a red 5 and they cut their normal 5. And I just deal into a crosslord. They're sitting in first place and it's a late game. This is exactly what I was doing the other time, except they're in first place, so they even have more of a reason to just not call Riichi, right? And then honestly, this was just insulting. Honestly, unbelievable. Honestly, freaking unbelievable considering the amount of 1s and 2s that have been discarded. All right, third place is not bad, but I'm telling you, like the ashes of a phoenix, we will rise again. We will rise again. The winning arc will recommence. The winning arc will recommence. I promise you that. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Hey, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. And I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link down in the description. If your pog lasts for longer than 4 hours, you should call a doctor about it. You can also join us in the Discord along with the VODs channel, both linked down below. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.